Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 117 in our review, and we have a lesson on the hour, on the half hour, and please subscribe. I almost forgot. On the hour, we have God being love is also happiness. If you are looking at a book, you will notice, or a tablet, you will notice that love is capitalized, and that is significant. On the half hour, I seek but what belongs to me in truth. So why is it significant that the word love is capitalized? Because this is speaking of God's love. This isn't a love that comes from the ego, because even in the little lines we're given in italics to use for our practicing, it says, and so I choose to entertain no substitutes. We have been given substitutes for love. They have come from the ego. But they are not God's love. They are not uplifting. In fact, they come from the bargain basement. They are lower lower substitutes for what we all want, which is indeed we want to know love and have love and be love in our life. But the substitute that we are given, thank you, the ego, is not a constant or a consistent love. It is not an unconditional love. It is a special love that is dependent on circumstances and experiences and behavior. So that love will not bring us consistent and constant and everlasting happiness. God being love is also happiness. It is also joy. God's love brings us joy. God's love brings us everlasting happiness and peace. It lifts us up because it helps us to remember who we are. We are that love, and we are meant to have that experience of being in the pure present moment of God's love, where all is possible and all is joyful. The second lesson is, I seek but what belongs to me in truth. Yes, that's what I want. I want that love. I want God's love. I seek what belongs to me in truth. This is one of the gifts that God has bestowed upon his children, all of his children, not just some. And it says, love is my heritage. Love is my inheritance. Love is part of who I am. It's in my spiritual DNA. And with that love in my DNA, there is also joy. There is also peace. There is also every one of these gifts that our Father wants us to have. So I'm only seeking what actually is already mine. It belongs to me in truth, but sometimes I have not realized that. So just as in the first lesson, it says, I choose to entertain no substitutes for love today. And the second lesson of, I seek but what belongs to me in truth, and I would accept all that is mine in truth. I'm not going to accept the substitutes for God's gifts either. I am claiming my inheritance. I know that it is meant to be mine. I know that giving and receiving are one in truth. And I know that when I enter that pure present moment of God's love, that all is happiness, all is joy. And that is what I seek, because it belongs to me in truth, and that is God's love, and that is where I find my happiness. So all of these completely weave together for our beautiful spiritual tapestry. Haven't mentioned it for a day or two, but this is the constancy and the consistency of this course. It weaves us together into each thought is part of the one thought. They have been broken down for us, so they are easier for us to understand. But ultimately, we will come to realize and to know and embrace that they are all one together, just as we are all one together. So that's it for today. I hope this helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please comment. Please be here tomorrow, and we continue our prayers because they always are answered. Namaste.